Why do cows have hooves instead of feet? Because they lack toes. Welcome to Shave&Butcher. No shaving today, but a video about Weck Razors, or Weck Shavette style razors to be more precise. Andrew Hawkins wanted a video on this, and if you want me to do a video about something, it's no more complicated than that. Just ask me to. I aim to please, and I'm a cheap date. So I like Weck razors quite a bit. They're nice. They were made by a gentleman called Edward Weck, who was an immigrant to America from Germany. He came as a 15-year-old in the 1800 something to New York and started his cutlery shop in 1890. He was 15 when he came across, but he had picked up quite a few skills in terms of making things out of steel, and he was from Solingen in Germany, where which is one of the three big sort of cutlery, knife, steel centers in the world. At the time it was Sheffield in the UK, it was Solingen in Germany, it was Eskilstuna in Sweden. So he came from Solingen, and he set up his shop, and he started making this thing, which he patented in 1909. This is the Weck Sexto blade. It says Sexto blade on it. There are different kinds. This one you see quite a bit. It's this one has the blade in it. I'll get to the blades in a minute. This does not. This is called a Med Prep, or I don't know what it's called, but we call it Med Prep. This has the logo of the United States. Is it Armed Forces Medical Corps? I'm not sure. You tell me. But it's for professionals anyway. There you go, made in the USA. So this, and when I Googled around about this, I came across people surgeons who've used this to shave off hair off the body before surgery. So that definitely works very well, I suppose. I haven't done it. So it's a simple aluminium blade keeper. This one has plastic scales. The other one had stainless steel scales. The blade is pushed in. I'm pushing it out now. It's pushed in. Pretty easy to cut yourself, actually. This thing just squeezes the blade. This is a Kismet blade made in Germany. I have some vintage originals too. I've actually never shaved with any of those. I really should. I think I will. This one says Sexto blade on it. They're the same size, but the grinding, don't cut yourself, Johan. Grinding is a bit different. You see can you see? I think maybe now you can see that there's a much bigger edge on the original. You see it's quite long compared to the Kismet blade, which is really the only, it's a very small edge. What difference does it make? I don't know. I use these. You can also use Persona hair shaper blades. You can use a Japanese blade called From, that I don't know anyone who's used, but they can be used. And I've read another Japanese blade called Diane. It's possible as well. I think that's about it, actually. But this works fine amongst people who've used both Persona hair shaper blades and Kismet blades. It seems pretty much everyone prefers Kismet blades. So you put it into the entry. It's a bit wiggly, and then you push it. You want to be careful because you can slice your finger off with this one. That's how you load. Unload. You can compare this with an Artist Club blade. This is a Feather Artist Club blade. You can compare the size. This is half a DE blade. And for reference, and you can't use this in any shavette that I'm aware of, but this is a gem blade. I tried to pop one in just to see if it works, but it doesn't. So this goes in single-edged gem style razors. Pretty simple. You can strop these. I do sometimes strop them when I remember, and then I strop them similar to how I strop straight razors, only I take it easier because this edge is thinner than a straight razor edge. But out of the shavettes that I've tried, and I think I'll do a video straight after this one with the different kind of shavettes that I have. This one compares the most to shaving with a straight razor, but it's not the same thing. You need an even lighter touch and really little power, little pressure when you shave with this. But if you do, you get a marvelous shave. I get my my very best shaves with Weck Razors. BBS on 2 passes pretty much. They are amazing. The blades cost a bit of money. I can't remember how much because you use them for so many times that you forget before you have to buy it the next time. But this was a, what is it, 5-pack? Doesn't even say 5 or 10 pack. I've got 2. They last for a very long time. I can shave 20 times with 2 passes easily on this one without stropping, and I don't notice a difference. So it's quite phenomenal in terms of blade use. Matti Lindholm stropped with this one, and I can't remember how many shaves he got out of his, but you know, the amount of shaves you get out of the blade varies very much from person to person, depending on what the beard is like, how you shave, how many passes you do, etc. But these are brilliant. They come with a guard. This is a 60-blade guard that I honestly have never used because I don't see the point. You slide this thing on as well. God, this would be a good way to cut yourself. So you pop it on, and on one side that creates a guard where you have a protected edge. So I guess that works fine, and I think you can ride the cap, sort of ride this side of the guard thing, and to guide you to the right angle. Problem with this thing, apart from the fact that it's boring and it's going to be messy to use, is that if you want to swap and shave the other side of your face, you have to turn this thing over, which is incredibly dumb. But you know, it works, I guess. I will try it at some point. So these are 60-blade razors, the Weck Razors. They're the biggest ones. They're the only ones that I have. I think maybe I tried another one that I borrowed from Frank Strömberg, but the others are called things like Hair Shaper, Bantam, Junior, maybe something else. So there are some varieties. They do the same thing. They use the same blade. I think they're quite similar to shave with. If you compare these two, this is sturdy and will last you a lifetime. This is a better type of scales because this blade holder, the spine, weighs very little. It's not aluminium, it will be stainless steel. I don't know why I said aluminium, but anyway, it doesn't weigh much. These scales are quite heavy, so the balance is off. Does it matter very much? No, but I prefer these. These are nicer. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, please ask them. I love them. I'm not going to shave with one today. Well, I probably will later on, but not on video. But what I'll do now is make another video with different kinds of shavettes that I have. I hope you found that interesting. If you did, please like, and you can subscribe as well if you haven't already, and tell your friends. See you soon. Watch the other video now, and stay sharp.